Well, good morning, all my fellow patriots around the world and on YouTube. This is another episode of Truth and Research Radio. I'm your host, D Phoenix, DPHX. I would like to begin by um, thanking everyone who has subscribed. I know I only have a few, but hoping to get a little better in the future. Um, I'm working on some new equipment here and hoping that I can produce a few better videos. So I'm not perfect. Just starting out. A little bit more background of what I named my channel this Truth and Research Radio for. When I was younger, we used to play around with a broadcasting unit at a friend's house, and it was kind of like a neighborhood thing where we could talk to people on the airwaves and they would be able to pick us up. Sometimes we would broadcast on ham radio, or we would just broadcast on an AM link. Now my friend's, father used to set it up for us, so I'm not exactly sure how it all worked, but it's kind of, I don't want to say pirate, but it was, something like that. I don't want to get myself in any kind of trouble, but yeah, so when I was younger, we used to play around with like radio broadcasting, so I thought, well, maybe I can just call my channel Truth and Research Radio, just as a little reminiscing reminder for me of what I used to do when I was young. But anyway, I wanted to get into some articles. I wanted to talk about the Epoch Times a little bit and just how overloaded it is with coronavirus now. They used to be really good. They used to be something, that was, you could read, and there's abundance of different kind of news, but you go to their web page now and it's just full of coronavirus. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Epic Times, coronavirus. Let me just get into the interacting here and we'll talk about it. Yeah, here we have coronavirus. It's nothing but corona. Tariffs en masse. Chinese academic espionage works. Subversion, spies, and let's say unconventional war. It's kind of just loaded with nothing but coronavirus. Now I'll take this down here. We'll talk about something else. Another thing I wanted to get to that's on Gateway Pundit is I read that Amy Klobuchar was going to be Biden's running mate, that she accidentally let it slip. Now, that, I don't know this woman too well. I haven't dug into her. I think it's just another one of those man-woman things to try and get votes. I picked a woman as my running mate. Come vote for me. I'm diverse. I accept everything. I accept transgender. I accept, abortion, whatever. These people are really sick, just like Q says. They're sick people. And, I don't buy into anything that these deep state scumbags are doing. Nothing at all. I don't believe a word they say. They're all liars. It needs to be cleaned out desperately. It needs to begin. And I kind of always wondered. Q always says they have it all. Now, in my mind, that means they have it all. So, what's the holdup with taking down all these people? Trump has already had plans to shrink government, shrink it way, 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 way down. I don't know if you guys remember the meetings they had. It was quite a, well, I wouldn't say too long ago, maybe 6, 8 months, something like that, where they had meetings about how they could reduce the size of government and still run it effectively. And they said they could reduce it down to, maybe 1,000 people total or something like that, some really low number that could run all these different operations. And it could be a few thousand of the technical side, like the computers and things like that. Like on the ground information. It might be a little bigger, but I truly think if Q says they have it all, they need to get moving on it. I mean, it's getting to be dragging on way too long, and I notice people are just, they still follow the president and they still love him, but a lot of complaints, a lot of complaining. Why isn't anything being done? It's been so long. Now we're going on a second term. When is it going to happen? I know it's, be patient. Q says be patient. Justice is slow, but when it rolls, it's devastating. I know all this. I too am a little bit flustered about why nothing's going on yet. I just think it's somebody needs to go down and soon to show everybody that this is serious. It can't just drag on with a lot of talk, because people will get bored with that and they will turn. I've said this many times. I'm not on my channel, but on conversations on YouTube with other people on other channels in the chats, and it's something that can happen, and the president may lose a few people if something isn't done soon, because a lot of people are impatient. And even though Q says yes, be patient, but a lot of people are not. Now, me myself, I'm okay with it. I'm a little bit flustered about why nothing has happened yet, but for the most part, I know it is going to happen. I know that arrests will be made. I know it's a very huge task, and it's something we do have to be patient about. And I do let it get to me, and I'm one of those. I'm not one of the people that'll turn. I'm just saying that I'm one that gets a little bit flustered. Like, God, why is he just letting them walk on him constantly? The man is taking a beating every day, and it's like, when is it gonna stop? I know it's never gonna stop until the cuffs are clicked, but media needs to be cleaned out. They all need to have lawsuits, and I know that's coming. I know there's gonna be a lot of cleaning out of the media. Excuse me, and I know the president has plans for all these people, but something really does need to start happening, and I think that Q has kind of hinted to it with get ready for the storm. He thinks that the Anons are ready, and we're all ready. We're all Anons. I'm starting out as a citizen journalist. I'm trying my best to get out here. I do work and have a family. I have pets I have to take care of, and things like that. So weekends will probably more be a time that I'll be able to make videos. So that's pretty much a little opening statement I have about what's going on in the Q movement, and when things are going to start rolling. And I know March Madness, and Suicide Weekend, I think that's all coming real soon here. It's one of these weekends coming up. I know there's some deltas that Q has set up, and it looks like they're landing around this time. I do follow that. I do follow a lot of R. Dr. D from Patriot News. He's a really wonderful researcher. He's got a lot of information that he's gathered up with Tron and others that are coming alive now, coming on YouTube. It's time for more citizen journalists. Even if you're terrible at it, at least you're doing something. Like, I don't even expect to be anybody big. I'll be happy in a year, if I have 50 subscribers, because at least that's a few people that I'm talking to. Even if it's one subscriber, that's at least somebody I'm talking to and trying to help. And we help each other. We comment. We jump around YouTube. We join forces with others. We don't try to be better than others. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not trying to be better than anybody. I'm just here to try and get information out and be honest with people and share Q's information and hope to wake up many people that are still many that refuse to pay attention, or they don't want to hassle with it. They got too busy in their lives, and oh yeah, okay, that's Q. Oh, okay, oh, well, whatever. I don't think Q's real. It could be like a psyop or whatever. I see a lot of that still. A lot of people that just don't want to take the time to look into things and just look at what's happening with all the resignations and people. So think, oh, Trump's not going to do anything. It's because it's dragging on too long. Like all our expectations. Like I used to post on Facebook a lot. Oh, it's coming, yeah, and then sometimes we'd be let down. Nothing would happen. I was always, I kind of fell into that in the beginning, but then I kind of caught on to the future proofs past. So things come up later that were said a year ago, and they're happening now. Some 2 years ago, happening now. So it's kind of like they don't want to tell the enemy what they're doing, but at the same time they're telling us exactly what they're doing, and the enemy does not know when it's going to happen. And yeah, the deltas are a big thing. It confuses them. It makes them wonder. So that's why everybody in DC that's dirty is panicking. They are flipping out right now. They have no idea what's going to happen. They don't know when it's coming, but they know it's coming. So yeah, Biden's fumbling all over himself. He has dementia. He's in bad shape, and I do believe it's stress related because of his son being outed in the Ukrainian scandals that have been going on. So I believe that his dementia does have a lot to do with stress that he's under right now, and been under for a while since it first broke early in just before his presidency, and before that it was already starting to break out before Trump's presidency. So yeah, but now that it's coming out, people know he's freaking out, and I know his family's freaking out. And yeah, so that's why he's running. He's trying to get away from that scandal, trying to squash it. If he becomes president, totally squash it. Just it'll be gone. But that's not going to happen. We know Trump's going to get a second term. Yeah, it's coming, but too slow, in my opinion. Just as an opinion, as to seeing everything that's happening constantly and nothing is done. It's getting to the point where people are like, man, is this man a glutton for punishment or what? Is it just going to take all this forever? And it's said a lot around the Trump community. A lot of people that don't come on YouTube and watch the codes and some may read a little bit of Q and that they don't really understand it, so they just think, oh well, it's just a lot of talk, nothing, okay, whatever, whatever. So I try to talk to people about that stuff. I try to say, it's coming, just be patient. There's a lot of things that have to happen. There has to be replacements, which I believe they're just about ready to do this because, like I said, they had a lot of people working on making government smaller. So yeah, it's about ready to happen. So, and be ready for the reset. The reset is coming. The banks are going to be shut down. They're no longer going to be in control. The dollar's going back to the gold standard. That's a given. That's already in the works. Nothing can stop it. Q says nothing can stop what they're doing, which I believe it. Nothing will stop what they're doing. The problem is it's the time dragging on is getting people pissed off, and it's like, how much longer do you have to prepare versus people getting upset and then moving away from the president a little bit. Still following, still love him, but I don't know if that's going to be doing anything, whatever. But, I stay firm. I'm flustered, like I said, but I'm not ever going to be turn on the president. I'm a loyal 100% Trump supporter, 100% Q supporter, and I hope everything works out. So another thing I wanted to talk about is Chris Hayes' character from MSNBC. Oh my God, this guy's something else. Trying to say that Trump's willing to kill Americans with the coronavirus. It's ridiculous. They're stooping to levels that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They have no idea, and it's just something that we have to kind of brush off and don't pay attention. But these characters will be getting theirs, so they'll be getting their rear ends handed to them real soon. All of them, even some at Fox News. I don't believe the actual producers and the higher level people are actually really conservative supporters. I believe that the sons of Murdoch are actually kind of liberal Democrats, and they're trying to disrupt the message that's coming out, but they can't because that's all their channel is made of, and I think there's an inner struggle there, and Hannity and Tucker, they're trying to hold their ground and keep it going. There's wars inside of everywhere right now, everywhere inside of corporations. Even the cabal is having wars against each other because they're disagreeing with the outcomes that they want to happen. So I urge you guys to do a little research on the cabal and get into the actual details of all of the families that are involved in the cabal. Because if you don't understand the inner workings of them, you won't really understand what's happening. And I suggest you watch a few episodes of Project Camelot. Cameron Faley, if you do a YouTube search, Cameron Faley, he is an insider, actually an advisor to these families. Not part of them, just as an advisor. His whole family has advised wealthy he's seen the Rockefeller accounts, he's seen the Rothschild accounts. He said that trillions of dollars are an understatement to what he's worked with. So I truly believe this man. I think he's gone under for a while. He's probably just laying low, waiting, for some things to play out. I don't think they got to him. I really hope not. He's a good person. He's coming out to let the world know he didn't have to come out. He didn't have to start spilling the beans on. Well, actually, he didn't really spill any beans because he talked about open source information. You just have to dig for it to find it out. And he would give little, crumbs about, real inner stuff and what's going on. But yeah, you need to watch those 3 interviews. Cameron Fairley with a K, Kameranfaily. And if you just search that name on YouTube, you'll find like you'll find 2 or 3 parts. You just kind of have to dig a little bit because they are hidden by YouTube. There's only one that pops up right away, so you kind of have to look for it. You just look for part 1, Cameron Fairley. You'll find all 3. I found them just today just to make sure I could, and yeah, I did find them, and they're good 2 hours each. When you have time, watch part 1. Maybe check out part 2 another day, whenever. But just make sure you do, because it's some stuff to do with Planet X, and but I mainly wanted just the information on the cabal and what they're up to. And granted, it's a few years ago, but still, it's pretty current to what's happening, and it's pretty, informative on how the cabal works. And you need to dig into that to find out what's really going on, so that way you see both sides and you get a better picture of what's really happening with the Patriots and the Q movement and the alliance against the cabal. Yeah, the cabal is on its last leg. They're in a panic. They're on the run right now, and I expect a lot of them will run. Will run and try to, be on some beach in Costa Rica somewhere, but it's not going to work. We have Marine expeditionary units that'll go find them. I mean, they don't want to have to do that, but they'll do that. So, anyways, this is D Phoenix. I hope to have another video up. I'm going to try to do more in the week. The main thing that I really want is if you would like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be hanging out at Patriot News, Patriot Land on Discord. I've started talking to TJ on there and some others, and they're really good people. They're nice. They dig about a lot of stuff, and it's very interesting. I suggest a lot of you go over there, and even if you just be a member and just kind of follow for a while if you like, and join in whenever you're ready to join in, but it's a good place to go. Also, check out Red Pill 78. He's got great interviews. Our Dr. D, Hulkinator, Space Shot 76 also has a good Saturday morning show with Methods, and Hulk and Ardoc have a Thursday show. It's called Table of Titans, and they have, some new guests now. Tron is now a part of that. So that is really, really good. So I suggest you guys check those out. And from there you can spider out and find all kinds of great information that they can give, anybody basically over there at Patriot News will guide you in the right direction. So I just wanted to give them, a little thumbs up and a little praise on my video, because they're good people. So I just wanted to come on here on the weekend and speak to everybody, and hope to be a big part of somebody's life eventually, be followed by somebody that likes my videos or more. It's one, like I said, one person okay. 1,000 is okay. 20 is okay. As long as I have a few people watching me, that means I'm helping somebody. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'll pop in on a live. I think I can go live. Maybe I'll do that in the week, or just make another little short video. So I do have a 9 to 5 and a family, and so it's kind of, I make time for it. I make time for my videos. So I appreciate you watching once again, and follow Q. We love Q. We love POTUS. Be supportive. Support your neighbors. Mostly be on the ground. Supporting people on the ground is very important, because if this stuff starts going live, a lot of people may freak out thinking, oh my God, they're coming for us, whatever, because there may be a few military on the street, and it's not something that we as, law-abiding citizens have to worry about. It's the cabal that's being rounded up, and they need to understand that. So it's important to be on the ground as well as on YouTube, explaining a lot of things so they understand. And it's things are coming down. I'm like I said, I'm a little bit impatient, but I deal with it. I know something big is coming. And it's important just to hold on to your underwears. Don't start jumping around getting pissed off. It's things are coming down the pipe real quick. So alright, I'll be making more videos soon. I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe, please. And I may put a donation link. I'm not ever going to ask for money. I never will. If I never get a dime, that's okay with me. I may put a PayPal link on here. My PayPal is Truth and Research Radio. It's paypal.me, Truth and Research Radio, and you'll probably find my PayPal link. I will make another video soon. It's great talking to you guys. Love you all. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.